paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart, it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot like asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arkham Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back ride and die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anybody know this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Oh, welcome back, boys, to another beautiful ass Saturday. And I know it's been a long time since I've been live on a Saturday because we've been racing every damn weekend. But welcome back to the Saturday show, the CAMELCAST on the SAT. I hope you guys are doing great as hell. I missed you so deeply. I missed you in the chat. We already have Red Boys every damn where, which makes it entirely possible that we might hit double Fight Milk tonight. Because we already have one on the dock loaded in the chamber, boys. We already got one in the chamber, Sean. What's up, baby? How you doing, Sean? Hope you guys are doing well. Rakin's here. Very, very excited to talk to you guys about some very interesting developments in the con thing. Wasn't going to talk about it, but apparently some people just can't let it go. And also what we predicted would happen seems to have happened. So we're going to talk about it. And I'm very, very, very excited to talk about this. So get your ass ready to go because it might fall off. Make sure the glue is just really, really tight. It's in all the crevices. Make sure you're ready to go because it's going to get pretty hairy, boys. It's going to get pretty hairy coming into the future. Now, I am going to talk about a DM that I received. I'm going to talk about comments I received directly after that are defamatory. I'm also going to talk about the cosplayers who apparently had me, did not want me there. And we're going to be lost in the sauce, and you're going to be right there with me. We're going to be in the sauce together trying to come up for air, but we won't be able to, Sean. We won't be able to, Sean. There's no air left for us where we're going. So make sure you get them likes up, and let's have a good-ass time. Renee says, I hope you bought eggs. I did, but buy some eggs. I bought some eggs and milk. We're good to go, guys. We're good to go. I made sure I had it ready for my boys because I know you guys are looking forward to the sauce. Big shout out to my boy Jeff on the road. Hope you're doing well, baby. Let me make a quick announcement before we go any further because I announced this on my page, but I haven't announced this officially, I guess, on a stream. I've been offered by a NASCAR team to run my very first NASCAR Xfinity race, which is pretty much the top echelon. That'll be as high as I can probably ever go. Because I'm not a billionaire. You pretty much have to be a billionaire to go any further. So it's pretty much the big leagues. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we got the offer officially yesterday or today. I don't remember actually. I made a post about it. Everybody's pissed at me. And I say everybody, it's like a 1%, 2% of people that hate my ass, hate my guts. They're angry at it. And it's funny because I was talking to my dad about it. And my dad is like, your story is so insane because, you know, you don't have family money. You know, my dad is still where I grew up in the trailer park. He's still there, you know, so is my mom. You know, they're still together. And I kind of had to make this all happen myself and talk to great people and meet awesome people and develop relationships. And we're almost there. We're almost to the Xfinity series. We got the offer. So pretty unbelievable shit. I'm very excited. And to be fair to those people, a lot of people don't like that. They don't like when you're able to, you know, make your own way. They want you to do it the same way everybody else is. And they want you to have like a rich family and a rich past and have the same name as another driver that's older. And they want all that shit. And yeah, I had to make my own way. I had to fly across the country. I flew across the country 4 times to meet with companies for sponsorship because I emailed them cold. And 3 of those times they told me no after I spent the money to go out there. But you have to keep doing it. It's all about keep doing it and risk everything for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit is what they call it. So I appreciate you guys all supporting that journey. It has been a lot of fun. So very, very excited. John Smith says you grift your fans for money. I have spent more money, sponsorship money, in NASCAR than I've made on my YouTube triple in the last year and a half. So no, it's not. It's not because somebody donated $100 on a stream. Racing is like $50,000 a weekend for the race teams, not $100. But I know how you could probably think that $100 fucking dollars. I do have some people that reach out and they want to sponsor and they think it's like $50, and I'm like, it is not $50. One set of tires is $3,000. One set that we use for like 30 laps in practice. So let's get right down to business. I am looking for sponsors. If you have a business or a small company or a big company, or you have ties to a big company or a small company, you want to get involved in the NASCAR Xfinity Series plus the Truck Series as well, because I do race in the Truck Series right now. Hit me up and let's make that shit happen. All right, real quick, let's hit these super chats before we get into the nasty sauce. Let's go. Here we go. Marion Haltzman. $200 super chat. I'm tired. So I'm doing this now just to make sure my name's on the card. Thank you so much. Your name's been on my card for like 2 years, and I love you. I really appreciate you, Marion, for always taking care of your boy. I love you. Thank you so much. Such a huge drop. 200. Hot diggity damn. Thank you, baby. I love you. And I appreciate you more than you could ever realize. I don't even think you're still here, but I just want to let you know I love you. And I really appreciate what you've done for me in the past, present, and future. Marion Haltzman, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Such a beautiful person that always supports me. I don't deserve it, but I am so over the moon that you choose to support my dumb ass. So thank you. Moving on, Marion Haltzman, $200 super chat, $100 for Billy Hatcher. I'm not surprised those women aren't taking accountability for the actions. This always happens with these types of women. Also, congrats on the NASCAR race in Mexico City. Thanks, man. Also, it's not a woman-man thing. No one's taking accountability. No one is. That's the craziest part about this story. And I'm going to get into what I mean. But I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't want to reveal anything spicy yet. But it's pretty unbelievable that no one knows who canceled me. Like, no one knows. It's like, even the people that cancel me don't even know who canceled me. They're like, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get into it. Thank you, Billy, for your $100 super chat. My boy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget, a pink boy from Rekieta. Your story proves their failure is their fault and that they did not strive for their pursuits enough. Hot diggity damn. It's like pulling a mirror in front of your face, Rekieta. The most devastating thing you can do to a person that is not fulfilled in life is to show you someone who is. Because that's basically a mirror into their selves. That's why a lot of people will bring you down, especially in your friend group. They'll bring you down if they think you're doing better than them. They will try to ruin you, right? Now, you also have a lot of friends that will lift you up. But there's a couple of them that'll bring you down. And when you do social media, that's like 1,000 times over, right? You have hundreds of people that want you to fail, right? Because they're sitting at home not feeling fulfilled. So they're like, well, fuck, I got to take this out on somebody. I don't want to work any harder. That's off the table. Lord Frieza. Hey, Wasabi says, tank top, Irakios. My man's buff. Thank you, Irakios. Appreciate you, buddy. Billy with an orange boy. Thank you, Billy, for the snake and the rainbow knight. My boy. Thank you, Billy Hatcher, with 120 total. My man's crazy. We're 100 from Naked Snake already this early on. K to the Swiss. My bro. I love you, dude. Thank you, buddy. Snafu says, bro's always late and gay. Alabama sloth on a Tuesday. Now I had to filter the super chat. Not sure what else to add, but ooh, woo. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Derek Kuda gifted 5 memberships. My brother from another mother. I miss you, man. I really wanted you guys to stay longer. I know it sounds weird because you were there for a week, but I was like, I wish you guys lived next door. That'd be great. Just drink every day. Thank you, man. Derek Kuda, 56 months. Hot diggity damn, man. Hot diggity damn. Donna Egbert says, it's cool. You're getting notice opportunities coming in. Keep it up. It's fun watching your journey. Action figures for real. When's the pre-order? Oh, I actually am working on something, but I'll have to talk about it later. Thank you, Donna. I love you. Tristan, here's my sponsor money. Thank you, Tristan. I love you, Tristan. It is a rainbow night, everybody. Thank you so much. I did not mean to push it. Thank you, Tristan. Tristan, $100 from Naked Snake and $600 even from Double Fight Milk. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I agree, Mo Zamboni. I agree. But yes, speaking of Mo Zamboni in the chat, I will be at Greenville, South Carolina, July 18th through the 20th at the Southeast Game Exchange 2025 as a special guest. The owner saw my story and was disgusted at the cancel culture and offered to fly me out for the con. And it's a bigger con. It's going to be a lot more fun anyway. So I'm very excited for that. So make sure you get your tickets to the Southeast Game Exchange so you can come hang out with me. You can come to my booth, get some free merch, have a good ass time doing so. All right. Now we're caught up. We're caught up finally. Again, if you're interested in getting into the sponsorship game in NASCAR, DM me on Instagram, DM me on Facebook, DM me on Twitter, whatever you prefer. Let's figure something out for you, boy. All right. Now, let's start the show. Let me pull up some data here before I start just spouting off my mouth here. We're going to start the data. The data be rolling, boys. Where's the new convention? Southeast Game Exchange is at Greenville, North Carolina. Or sorry, Greenville, South Carolina. I apologize, Austin. I love you. Greenville, South Carolina. God, I miss speaking like a Somme Beach right now, boys. All right. So we're going to jump right into the damage control first and foremost before we get into anything else. So you guys can see what the hell's going on. Also, a little bit of a tidbit here, if I can even find it. I hope it's, yeah, here it is. Okay. So a little bit of a tidbit here. A lot of people are deleting their social media, probably because they're afraid of lawsuits. They shouldn't be. Calm down. Sonia says, snack. $20 super chat. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, baby. Sonia, thank you for inviting me to the lizard show, the dragon show. All right, Sonia, thank you. All right, boys, 420, nice. Sonia. All right. Trump Wets one says, what's the minimum sponsorship requirement cost for a minimum space? It depends on the race. Just DM me. It changes throughout the races. Some races, tires are 1,400 or 1,500%, and some of them are 3,000% because we run different tires at every racetrack. Some racetracks run basically dual layer tires. And what I mean by that is there's an inner liner and an outer liner. Because if you have a right front flat at Texas, you don't want it to just explode and you hit the wall head on. Even though that does happen. So those tires are like double expensive. So it just depends on the track. So get with me. Just DM me on stuff and we'll let you know. All right. Now I have it pulled up. Here it is. Okay. Let me pull up my email that has all my data. Of course, I don't have it yet. I hate when I email myself stuff. Actually, it comes in spam now, doesn't it? Why does it come in the spam folder? That makes literally no sense. Like literally no sense. Okay, save that and save this. Okay. All right. I got all my stuff. All right. And by the way, make sure you go pick up my new merch. I have it pulled up and ready to go right here. My new merch. I had this merch printed off for the expo that canceled me. So I am reprinting them with no logo. And there's going to be the normal merch. And they were going to be exclusive to that con, but now they are available right now. Professionally designed. They are beautiful. Go get you something right now. Erikias had got 3 tank tops. Donna got a mug. Go get your merch right now because I'm still in the hole about $400 from this merch that I got printed off. So give it some love. There it is. All right, now let's start. All right, I just want to make sure I got all my bases covered, boys. And I will be doing a giveaway on Instagram probably tonight. So we'll see about that. All right. So first and foremost, let's start. We're going to give you some context to the story, and then we're going to start adding in some new plots. So if you guys do not know, I was canceled from the Game and Geek EXPO in Raleigh, North Carolina. There was a lot of different reasons that they gave me. The reasons have changed 100 times. The original reason was because I said ass to mouth when Cecil was on my stream. They claimed it was not family friendly that I said ass to mouth, which is crazy to me because a lot of the cosplayers that were going to the event do porn and OnlyFans. Now, I don't understand how me saying ass to mouth on a podcast inside my own house is any worse than these women doing porn in their own homes or a studio. I don't judge them for that at all. I think that's cool as hell. Do what you want to do in life. But I don't see the correlation there. And to be completely honest, it's because they wanted me gone from the beginning, the day I was announced, right? So they were looking for that reason. And they definitely said they found a reason, which we're going to get into that as well. So the second reason is they claimed that I called all cosplayers mentally ill. Now, that's an insane statement that they made. So insane that it's defamatory. I've had several lawyers reach out wanting to fucking represent me for this. They're like, this is a shoe-in, bro. Let's do this. On contingency, by the way. And I'm like, hi, calm down now. Hold on. So the people that are saying these things don't realize that making generalized statements imply all in the eyes of the law. I never said these things, even a little bit. And I'll repeat it for you again. I said there's a rise in mental illness in the West, and it makes it hard for people to fit into like what a normal group, a group of people that might go to the bar or watch a football game. So they find themselves in niche communities. These communities can be furries, bronies, random subreddits, cosplayers. And every now and then, 1 or 2 or 3 people in these communities, out of all the people in them, can be radicalized to extremism. That is not all. That is literally 1 or 2 or 3 out of 100,000, right? They took that statement and said, I said all cosplayers are mentally ill. Obviously, I didn't say that. So here we are. So at any rate, now you're kind of caught up to speed. So the owner of the convention called me and he said I was not coming to convention. Then he offered to buy me out. So I wouldn't talk shit, I guess. But I talk shit is what I do. So that's where we're at. Now, some further developments have been made, which we're going to start jumping into right now after I talk about Marion Haltzman's beautiful $100 super chat. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. John Smith in the chat. I got to inform you that if you are going to troll, you're going to have to be funnier. Like use wit and shit. Because just saying random shit's not fun. You got to like think of shit. Use your mind. Come on. I'll highlight your comment if it's funny and we'll talk about it. But like Nick Rekieta isn't licensed, nor is he licensed in North Carolina or Alabama. Like it's dumb. It's a fucking dumb troll. Like do better and I'll pull it up, man. I quote tweeted the guy that trolled the fuck out of me on Twitter and he did a great job. And I quote tweeted that shit because it was hilarious. Yeah. So you're going to troll, be funny. Like, don't just say shit. You got to use it. There's probably something you can come up with pretty good. All right. That being said, Marion Haltzman, $100 super chat, everybody. We have hit Naked Snake for the 459th stream in a row, everybody. To all your fans, just because some of us can give much, never forget that your $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 are not important. All of you appreciate. Oh, that's for damn sure, Marion Haltzman. That's for damn sure. Everybody, if you didn't super chat me $1, okay, that's what I would feel like I deserved, to be completely honest. The fact that I've done YouTube for 6 years and that's my job other than NASCAR is unbelievable. I thought it was going to end day 1, day 10, day 100, day 500, day 1,000, day 3,000. I thought it was going to end and it still hasn't ended. So I thank you so much, Marion. I love you. Thank you so much. Marion Haltzman, everybody. Another $100 super chat. And that is $4.80 to double fat milk. Oh, my God. We may actually do it. Thank you, Marion. I love you. Thank you. Marion Haltzman, everybody. I'm taking a bow. Hey, Earl Gabriel. My God. What's up, dude? Thank you, Marion. We love you, baby. Thank you. Aaron Alexander, the Mad Shogun. Because of cancel culture and a few other things, I'm starting a new list of con crash outs so people won't give money to cons. I hate them. I saw that on Twitter literally 10 minutes ago. Thank you, Aaron Alexander. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. You are the GOAT. All right. So now you guys are caught up kind of what happened. Now, there's been developments. Now, if you remember the conference call that I had with the actual president of the con, he claimed basically wasn't his choice. He didn't disagree with me. He actually agrees with me. He was totally like trying to keep me there, but it was just too many cosplayers are pissed, right? That's what he said. Now, that being said, he claimed it was not out of his power. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, there's 6 people on the staff page. So how can we figure this out? So I've talked to 3 of them or 4 of them now out of 6. Okay. One of them is basically 2 of them, which leaves 1 left. And every single one of them have told me that they didn't even know I was going to get removed. So as of right now, every single person in charge of this con has said that it wasn't their choice to remove me from it. So whose choice was it? No one knows. No one knows because no one is facing any accountability for what's going on. Literally, all of them are saying the same thing. We don't know who did this. We don't know. We have no idea. But to take it a step further, the president said it was cosplayers. So guess what? I went and looked for the most prominent cosplayers that were going to this convention. Guess what? They claim that they didn't even know I was going. They don't have any problem with me. And since this has happened, they have canceled their guest list appearance. Several cosplayers. Stuff is getting real weird. Who is the shadow person that made this decision because everyone's claiming that they were the one that defended me. Everyone is claiming that they were the ones that defended me. That is so convenient. It's literally the Spider-Man meme, Mick Stellar. It's the fucking Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. Who did this? Who did this? Maldy Maldy. Never stop, never stopping. Thank you, baby. I love you. Dawn says we're all mental. That's why you're the best. Thank you, baby. So, Dawn, you warned them. I did, Jeff. I warned them. So, that being said, let's actually pull up a little bit of evidence here and have some fun with it, right? That's what we're going to do tonight, is pull up all the evidence that we have and try to come to a conclusion on what exactly happened here. Will we ever know? I doubt it. Now, I have extended an open invitation to anybody that knows what happened to come on my show. Right? I told this to Madison Shelton yesterday or the day before. So Madison Shelton's the first one. Okay? She's that super hot chick with the pink hair and the blue hair. Right? Absolutely gorgeous woman. Right? Yeah. She was the first. She reached out to me and she was like, I had nothing to do with this shit because I was cooking her a little on Wednesday. I cooked her a little because that's what if I don't know who's doing this, I'm cooking everybody. That's how you do things, right? Right? If you go into a club and it's like that guy in the club slapped your chick's ass, you go in there and you start swinging at all the guys. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I would never recommend doing that, but because you're going to get your ass kicked. But she messaged me and she was like, I had nothing to do with this shit. And then she said she wasn't even liberal or implied it. And I'm like, that's weird, but that's fine. Okay, because she is pretty hot. So that would make sense that she's not liberal. Because usually when you're like stunningly attractive, you're not liberal. But I could be wrong. All right. It was the hair that threw me off. But then again, she said some stuff. Now, this is the weirdest part of this story. Because I was like, oh, cool. All right. Well, you can come on my show whenever you want, and you can explain what the fuck happened. And then she went to my stream and started commenting nonsense. So that's what we're going to look at real quick before we jump into the rest. Juicy Booch. Love you, dude. Daracuda. Plot twist. It was me. Damn you, Dare. Damn you. All right. So let's cover this first, and then we're going to move on. And there was a very weird result, as there was a very weird ending to this story, which I didn't really expect, but you'll hear about it in a second. I don't even know if I can pull up the tweet anymore, to be fair, because of what happened. All right. It was me. It was me the whole time. So as you can see, so this is Madison Shelton right here. Well, I assume it's her. I mean, obviously, like, why would any random person post this stuff? But let's assume it's her. Juicy Booch. Oh my God. Look at all the cum. I mean, the water droplets. So Madison Shelton's in the comment section, right? And she's kind of explaining her side of the story. Now, this is weird because she claims to have no idea what's going on or what happened. And also she defended me, but then she kind of has the exact story about what happened to me getting removed. So either A, she wasn't involved, or B, she was damn involved. So your guess is as good as mine, right? Damn, Juicy Boots. What the hell? Where's the red boys? Jeez. All right. So let's read this. So this right here says, this is 100% not true. Because remember, I was talking about her on this stream. She said, I was never pissed about you coming to the expo. I didn't even know you were attending until recently. I'm not involved in sourcing or managing creators at all. Now, let's cover that a little bit. So she's claiming that she wasn't involved. This is the blue and pink haired lady. That's the event director of the con, by the way. So she's claiming I have nothing to do with sourcing guests, right? I know the guy that has everything to do with sourcing guests, the talent coordinator. And he is definitely not the one that did the naughtiness. He's definitely not the one that canceled me. I know that for a fact and a half, okay? Because I know the guy personally. He's like one of my friends in real life. So that scratches that off the list. So it wasn't the guy that actually does handle talent. And it wasn't the event director. And it apparently wasn't the president either, or the president's wife, I would assume, obviously. So who else is left? There's like no one left on staff unless we're talking about the janitor. Was it the janitor? I doubt it. Okay. So who did it? Right? Because apparently no one knew what was happening. So let's continue because she copies and pastes a bunch. So copyrighted narrate says you're the event director and you had absolutely zero say or sway when it comes to wanting someone to bring a damn NASCAR driver and car to your event and host a meet and greet outside whilst giving merch away. Make it make sense. Because if anyone had any say in something that big related to an event, it would be you. Event directors coordinate and okay the events, and a damn NASCAR coming for a meet and greet is a huge event at a con and something you specifically would need to sign off on. That's a great point. That's a marvelous point. Right? Like, did she not know I was going to bring a race car and a team and shit? I don't know. Something's very, very, very shady over here. But it gets crazier, by the way. It gets crazy. And she's still invited on my show, by the way. She's still invited. She can join at any time. It'd be great. We'll have a lot of fun. I wouldn't be mean. I'm not mean. I'm a very nice person. I wasn't even mean to Jeff when he was firing my ass. All right. Juicy Booch, by the way, everybody. Juicy Booch with $100 super chat, guys. $3.50 from Double Thought Milk. Oh my God. Yeah. Hot diggity damn, boys. Even Juicy Booch is on the damn hype train today. This is crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, baby. I love you, Juicy Booch. I love you, Juicy Booch, so much. What a great man. Well, I assume you're a man because you say, what? Maybe, I don't know, actually. Juicy Booch. That sounds kind of like you're ovulating. All right, we're getting in the weeds. Let's stop. Sorry. I don't want anybody from the con watching this, and I just said ovulation. It might fucking go south for me. Dominic, what's that? How you doing? Who would my Xfinity start be with this year? I'll let you know soon. I'm talking to sponsors, and I want to lock a sponsor down officially before I announce anything. Juicy Booch. Did you just send another $100 super chat, dude? Skeeth. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Wow. 2 $100 super chats in a row. Unbelievable. Here you go.
Why are we still here?
Love you, dude. I appreciate. Oh no, he's gonna have to do 3 pot milks. I don't know about that. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Thank you, Juicy Booch. Juicy Booch, 2 in a row. You are a goat. I love you, Juicy Booch. Everybody give Juicy Booch a kiss on the penis. I mean the face. I really appreciate that, dude. 245 from Double Fight Milk. Oh my God. Are they televised? Yeah, it's NASCAR, Rob. What the hell, Rob? It's NASCAR. It's literally the top. NASCAR Xfinity Series. All right. So, Cody, who sent you the invite in the first place? Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So my buddy, who I'm not involving in this because they don't deserve to be dragged at all because they were the one that was fucking the cool. They were the cool. And I almost thought Madison was the cool for a second. Okay? I was almost like, oh, cool. What's up, baby? It's all good. You know? But then she betrayed my love and trust immediately. How could you, Madison? I thought what we have was special. Charles, another $2 for Gamestop to sponsor. Thank you, Charles. Love you, Charles. Appreciate you, baby. All right. Anyway. John Yoder. What the hell are you talking about? AI. All right. So my buddy messaged me. He was like, hey, you should be a guest at this con. And I was like, I'm all in, baby. And then the president okayed it, apparently. Now, obviously, the president's not making completely executive decisions like that. There's 6 people on staff. Granted, I think 3 or 4 of them would have any say in that. The event director would be one of them. But let's continue. Thank you again, Juicy Booch. I appreciate you, baby. Amazing. Amazing support from the Booch. All right. So here is what Madison responds to the reason I was canceled from the show. This is the beautiful defamatory statement that I posted on Twitter and led to crazy shit. She says he posted a video claiming cosplayers are extremists with mental illness and autism. Keep in mind that generalized statement is an imply all under the eyes of the law. Cosplayers are. Cosplayers are. Men are bad. What do you have to follow up with that? Well, fuck, I meant not all men, right? Because you're implying all. So, she claims that I said all cosplayers are extremists with mental illness and autism. Obviously, never said that shit for a second. Because I would never make a black and white statement like that because I don't think like that. I'm not a black and white dude. Okay. Now I'm white as hell looking, but I mean thought process wise, I'm not black and white. I look at everything as objective as I possibly can when it comes to anything in life. Doesn't matter if it's political, social, fiscal, boobies, That's just how I am. So people that already watch my channel already know immediately that that's bullshit. So she says he posted a video claiming cosplayers are extremists with mental illness and autism, which directly insulted a core part of the Game and Geek EXPO community, and that was the issue. That's the issue. Keep in mind, she didn't even know I was being canceled, she didn't even know I was going until recently. But she also knows the exact reason that I was removed. Very crazy shit. The board then quietly made the call to part ways. Okay, now I want you to follow this very, very, very closely. CGE never banned Cody, and there was no cancel campaign. Now I want to throw a sentence out to you, and I want you to listen very closely. You didn't run a red light. You just went through the intersection whilst the light was red. Are these two different things, or are these the same thing? What do you think in the chat? You didn't run a red light. You just went through an intersection during a red light. Are those the same thing, or are they different things? What do you think, chat? Same or different? Donna says, same thing. Pyramid says, same thing. Same thing, Mixteller. Same thing, Mistress. Same thing. So we know, you guys understand that when they say they didn't cancel me, they just removed me from the guest list and sent me an email saying that I made people uncomfortable. I have a feeling that they don't understand what canceling means. Right? When you cancel your tickets to a movie, you're no longer going to the movie. Right? You're not quietly deciding to part ways with the movie. You're canceling your tickets. We have decided to quietly part ways with the new Marvel film that we were going to see this afternoon. Right? Right? So they're claiming they never actually canceled me. They just said I was not allowed to be there at all. I love it. I love this shit. It's such a fun. We're having a fun time. But I digress. Let's continue. Just a decision that wasn't a right fit. Keep in mind, I'm not a right fit because I made the cosplayers uncomfortable because I exist. Which plot twist is coming very shortly, by the way. Make sure you just stay tuned. Just to be clear, I don't speak for the company. This isn't an official statement, right? Now, that's the entire statement. But she commented this, I think, multiple times. I could be completely wrong. I thought I saw it like 4 times, but I thought she copied and pasted it like 5 times. But I could be wrong. I might have made that shit up immediately. Very, very possible. You know how phones are. So, glad I didn't speak out of turn there. And yeah, I was right. Okay. So, from what I can see, it was posted once. So at least there's that. That kind of makes me feel a little better. I'm like, why would you be copy and pasting this shit over and over? All right. So there's that. So we're down another person, right? So we have the talent coordinator, nothing to do with me getting moved out. We have the president, nothing to do with me getting moved out or canceled. Now we have the event director saying she had nothing to do with me getting canceled or moved out. Although she does say that she knows the exact reason why I was removed, because it wasn't a good fit. As if I'm fucking being hired to be a goddamn accountant for your company. I'm just showing up and standing there menacingly. Oh my God, Marion Halsman. All right. I'm sorry. I will never understand why you're even entertaining these people dissing you. I guess it's getting likes and views. Good night, Cody. I'll see you another time. I love you, Marion. I appreciate you. It's because I'm petty. They canceled me, Marion. I have to cancel them now. That's how this works. Thank you, Marion. Another $100 super chat, by the way. That gets us 145 from Fight Milk Double Time. Marion Halsman, I appreciate you so much. That is insane support. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Revenge Tour, everybody. Marion Halsman. Hey. Woff says, you said the bell curve has a tail, therefore curves are bad. Misogyny proven. Yep. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Marion Halsman. I appreciate you. All right. Love you, Marion. Everybody tell Marion you love her. Passionately and unconditionally. So, now we're down to the cosplayers. So, we have now absolved anybody working at the expo as being at fault at all. Like, no one's taking accountability. Now there's apparently a mysterious board of directors for this first time con that I've heard about now. There's a board that just determines shit, right? Probably not the best decision this board's ever made. I hope they're not on the board for any other company. Do you think there would be backlash for this canceling? No, I'd be all right. It's totally 2010 right now. No one will even notice, you know? Oops, fuck, it's actually 2025. Oh, damn, everybody noticed. What were we thinking? All right, so let's move on. So you guys remember the person I talked about last stream, Cheeky Cosplay? Cheeky Cosplay had a very colorful history. All alleged. Very interesting stuff that we read through. Well, Cheeky Cosplay made a statement. And I don't even know if it's about, she might not even saw my video, to be honest. Make sure you like the stream, by the way. But she decided to make a statement, right? And we're going to get even further into the rabbit hole. If you guys were here my last stream, you know who I'm talking about. So, does your personal friend know who the board is? I don't think they would tell me now. All right. They're already like in enough shit, probably. He doesn't really talk to me, and he shouldn't, probably, to be fair. But still. All right. So let's pull this up. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, my God. After I was betrayed viciously by my future ex-wife, Madison. Now we have to move on to Cheeky. So here's what Cheeky said. So Cheeky said, "Hi, folks. I have nothing to do with any of the bookings or cancellations of the guests for the Game and Geek EXPO." Now, that could be taken one or two ways. She's not officially in charge of adding or canceling guests. That's probably likely true. But she could have easily complained about a guest to somebody that is in charge of something to that matter, like the board or the event director, right? So this statement doesn't really make any sense anyway. Obviously, you're not the event coordinator or the hiring or talent coordinator or event director or president. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, obviously. But that being said, you could easily have complained to somebody and you could still make this exact same statement. So it wouldn't really matter. But it says, "I have also not shared any opinions on any guests for that event outside of cosplay. Basically, if it's not cosplay, I'm not involved at all." Now, in another post that was shared by Cheeky Cosplay, she announced that she was not going to be attending the con any longer. because she does not want to be associated with the Game and Geek Expo, which is very interesting because why not? You know, why would you not want to be associated with the Game and Geek Expo? They did exactly what you apparently allegedly wanted. So the Game and Geek Expo removed me, which is what the cosplayers wanted. Yet every cosplayer on their website, I went and looked at their Instagrams, and they're all decided they're not going to go to the con. Very interesting. See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. If you listen to people wanting to cancel you or wanting they want you to give in to their demands, it's just going to make them push harder for more things. It's the age-old adage, you give them an inch, they take a mile, right? The cosplayers allegedly demanded I be removed from the guest list, and then they all quit the show anyway. Who won? Nothing changed. It's insanity. If I would have went, these cosplayers would have still went. And now no one's going. Why? Whose idea was this? But that's not all. There's more statements to be had. Alicia G, thank you for the membership, baby. I appreciate you. Duke got trolled into oblivion, Duke. That's why you never give in to demands. Why? Because what they want you to do is they want you to fall on your sword in front of God and everybody. And as soon as you fall on that sword and you take your last breath, they're going to kick your dead body. That's how this works. People that want power don't stop wanting power when you give them something they want. They just want more. It's insane. It's insane. But there's more. So another cosplayer also released a statement that we'll pull up here. Now, this statement's very interesting, but you tell me, okay? So this statement right here, says, I support safe and inclusive spaces. Now, what exactly does that mean? Safe and inclusive. What does a safe space actually mean in 2025? Because I don't really actually know what that means. And I'm not being sarcastic, nor am I being a dick. I really don't know what it means anymore. Right? What's an inclusive and safe space? Because obviously we have to throw the word inclusive out of the window because that's not what we're talking about at all. To be inclusive yet exclude means you're not inclusive. So the word doesn't actually mean anything, right? So let's just ignore that word because it never makes sense to me. Safe, though. What does safe mean? Safe means without any distraction, without any opposing ideology, views, or beliefs. Which is very interesting because you know for a fact that these cosplayers go to these conventions and everybody is from different backgrounds. Everybody has different beliefs. Why are they suddenly not okay with me specifically when I have the most vanilla beliefs on earth? It's very interesting. Why? It's because someone had a hair up their ass about me specifically and they fixated, right? You'll notice this. When somebody decides to fixate on you, there could be people all around you doing way worse and saying way worse, but they only want your head on a pike. It's a hyperfixation. And it makes a lot of sense, right? It's tunnel vision. We all suffer from it sometimes. So it says, I will not participate or affiliate myself with groups that do not align with my values or protection of those in my community. What does this mean? You will not align yourself with groups that do not align with my values. So you're saying that you'll go to no cons or events where somebody may believe something else, but you're a cosplayer. You're in an impossible situation. Are you telling me that you thought every convention you were going to, everybody believed the exact same stuff you did? What level of delusion is this? This is like level 70 tier 6 armored delusion, right? That's what this is. You're thinking that the Game and Geek Expo was the only and first expo you've ever been to where you think people's other values may not aligned with yours? I am shocked. I am shocked, so shocked right now. It's like the electric chair. I'm shocked and I ain't got the water sponge right now. That's how bad it is, right? So this is to assume that this cosplayer was under the assumption that every single con they had ever been to, everybody believed the exact same ideology and beliefs and politicals and socials and everything that you did. If they actually believe that, then they have to be on another damn planet, right? I know for a fact, if I go out in public, go to the gym or go anywhere, I know a lot of people believe different things than I do. It doesn't bother me at all because I understand that human minds exist and there's nuance to living a life, right? We don't live in a damn simulation. At least one that I know about. Everybody has opinions about other things. So what do? You just cut people out of your life immediately when you find out that they may believe something different than you slightly? Right? Very interesting. Or is it worse if my views align with theirs? Because they don't know my views, by the way. None of them know my views. If they found out that I was pro-choice, would they stop being pro-choice now? Because they just think I'm a conservative because I play a Trump video that's funny? Right? They don't know. None of these people have any idea. They just assume that, oh, that guy's a Trump guy. That means he hates me. And I'm like, I don't even know you. And also, I probably agree with a lot of the shit you agree with. You just would never know because you hyperfixated on canceling me. You don't even know what my beliefs are. It's so funny because everybody online that's like a content creator is laughing their ass off because they're like, Camelot's not even a conservative. And they canceled him. It's the funniest shit in the world. Do I lean right slightly? Sure. Sure. In a lot of ways I do. But in a lot of ways I lean left as well. But unfortunately, the left is running as fast as they can further to the left, and it's kind of fucking everything up for the rest of us. But that being said, let's continue. So it says, you can always call on me to spread a wing for shelter, which is an overt self-important statement, right? So a lot of these people are extremely self-important. Like they think of themselves as like a god. They have a god complex. I will always be there to save all of you from the evils of the world, right? It's the same kind of people that we're talking about. Like every 6 months in the 80s, 70s, 90s, they were anti-war. They were talking about Africa. We need to help these people. Same people. Whenever the TV tells you that something's happening, they jump right on that shit. I must save all of them. I must save them. But unfortunately, that led them to not actually doing anything in modern day because now the way you save people is you just talk on social media, and that's all the work you have to put in, right? Well, all I have to do is say, I have to tweet out trans rights or human rights, and you don't have to actually be a good person. You don't actually have to help anybody or care about anything. As long as you say trans rights or human rights, then you're good. You posted it, you hit send, and now you're good. You won. You don't actually have to do anything. So actually nowadays it's way worse because back in the days in the 80s, 90s, these people might have actually donated to causes. They don't do that shit anymore. They just tweet it out and they claim that's their support. Well, I tweeted about it the other day. So there's my support, right? Anyways, in the light of ongoing events, I've made a decision to not attend or cosplay judge at the upcoming Game and Geek Expo. So, all these cosplayers, keep in mind, Jeff said the reason that I was being removed was cosplayers didn't want me there. And now, suddenly, all these cosplayers that are judges and coordinators and shit are all pulling out of the convention still. I'm not going, bro. I've already been removed. That was a week ago. And now they're all pulling out. You lost everybody at the same time. And you could have kept everybody by just telling one or two people, hey, man, be a professional, exist in the same space. We don't cancel people. We're not involved in that. And that'd have been the end of it. And all these cosplayers would have probably still came. Like this one right here, probably would have still came. Cheeky probably would have still came. Yep. Riley Roof probably would have still came. They all would have still came. But now none of them are coming. Because dude bended to the knee, and now they're claiming that they're not being protected in their community. How do you protect someone in a community? Your entire life is in an online forum. How do you protect people in the online forum? Now you can block and mute people all you want. That does work. But how do you protect others in the online community? It's very interesting. What are they asking here? What is the demand? Because they're canceling on the con for a reason. And I do not know what that reason is. Although I would assume it's because Jeff blamed the cosplayers, right? Now, that being said, what is the reason they're canceling? Right here it says because they don't want to go to a convention who doesn't protect those in their community. How can this convention further protect these people? They've already removed my dangerous ass, right? My vicious, dangerous ass. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dumb ass. I'm the nicest dude in the world. You got people going to this convention that have past assault allegations. And I'm just a nice guy. But they're okay. They're allowed because luckily they tweeted out the trans rights or human rights thing. So they're good. But me, nah, I'm fucked. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. I may have said hi to them, and that would have just been the end of the fucking world, right? He's coming right for us. Rakin says, how have people forgotten that cons were meant to bring people together based on things that they love, not things they disagree about? That's what it says on the front page of their website. Very interesting. Now, I will put a little tidbit out there. For some reason, they have taken everything off their website. No idea why. I also have to put this out here. Madison tweeted at me. I totally skipped over that. I forgot to cover that. She tweeted at me, and I will tell you what she said. I can no longer pull it up because she deleted her Twitter for some reason. Daniel White became a member. Thank you, baby. Russell Hall. I think saying that they don't feel safe around you refers to their cars and you son of a bitch. How could you, Russell Hall? After everything we've been together, how could you? Damn. You did take out half the competitors in one move. That is true. Thank you, Russell Hall. Meat Puppet says, how dare you think for yourself, Cody, and have your own opinions? Keep up the good work. Thank you, Bubby. Love you, dude. Anyways, so that being said, the Twitter debacle. So we'll come back to this in a second. And there's way more to cover on this front anyway. So Madison did tweet at me. And at this point in time, I thought me and Madison were best friends. And I was wrong. I was wrong. Because she tweeted at me. Because I posted her comment on my YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm going to do. She claimed that I said all cosplayers were inbred or whatever. No, mental. It's not what I said. Now, she used the generalized statement. Generalized statement means all, unless you otherwise specify in the eyes of the law. So I say that on Twitter. I'm like, you're bordering on defamation, baby. What are you doing? She commented on this post on Twitter and said, where did I say all? And I'm like, what? So I fucking took the comment and I circled cosplayers are. Generalized overt statement implying all. I circled it. Bro, like half of my friends are lawyers. What are you doing? So I circled that sumbitch. Cosplayers are. Right? And then she deletes her whole Twitter account. And I'm like, what the hell? What? I'm not mad at you. I think you're cool. I think she's cool. I think she's lying a little, but I think she's cool. Look, I'm not passionate enough about all that. Right? And she's attractive, which means she's like even more like I'm lenient. I'm a guy. I'm a red-blooded American. Right? If you're an attractive person, I'm automatically more keen to forgive you ass. I don't know what you guys in the chat know. You guys have all been there. But she deleted her social media. Maybe she blocked you. No. The account no longer exists. Everybody in the chat or everybody in the replies was like, what the fuck? She deleted her whole account. Like everybody was talking about it. Do they not know you wore a fursuit before? Yes. They don't know that apparently. I literally went to Anthrocon. Ashley, thank you, baby. We are $100 from double fight milk, by the way. $600 from triple fight milk. Oh my God. She crashed out. It was very sad. Thank you, Ashley. Very sad. So that being said, the most interesting part about this whole debacle is the fact that you gave them what they wanted. You gave them exactly what they wanted, and they still quit the convention. What does that tell you? What does it tell you? People in the chat, what does that tell you? They were never to be adhered to anyway, because they would have just quit anyway. It didn't mean anything. It was all bullshit. Love you, Bang Kitty. You know what I'm saying? And of course, look, the best thing they can possibly do at this point is to just sell on down the road, right? And ignore all this and have their con, right? That's kind of what they should be doing. And I hope that's what they continue to do and don't reach out to me. Unless it's Madison. She wants to reach out to me about, hey, look, I'm sorry. What's up? I'm like, I'm fine with this. I'm kidding. Jesus, God. All right. That being said, there's also another statement from another cosplayer. Okay, there's a lot of them, by the way. And by the way, the beautiful, muscular, talented Dan Vask with 10 gifted memberships. Oh my gosh. I think about this man at least once per day for no reason. He's a good man. I love him. Dan Vask, everybody. What a beautiful guy this dude is. Dan Vask. Go check him out. 10 gifted memberships. What a beautiful man. I appreciate you, dude. What a great man. He quote tweeted on Twitter and everything. He was sharing the love. Sharing the love. So many people were talking about this. And so many people that I know apparently had never even heard it was happening. And I was so confused. Like I went to a stream earlier and somebody was like, oh yeah, I saw you get canceled, Camelot. I hope everything's okay. And then the other people on the panel, which I know in real life, were like, oh, I didn't even hear about that. And I'm like, why are you lying? It's okay. Like, no one's gonna be mad if you associate with me. It's fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. King Leak of Rock Hard comment says, don't know how to keep getting away with a safety crap. You're one of the nicest dudes at Montsuri. By the way, that chicken sandwich gave us the shits. Oh, yeah. Me too, bro. The freaking hot chicken. Whew. Dude, I was like shitting fire. It was great. It was great. Thank you, King. Dan Bass says, we beautiful men need to stand together. Hell yeah. I went to the gym 6 days this week, Dan. 6 days. Because I see you making progress, and I can't let you get sexier. Okay, Dan. It's out of respect. Okay. You can't have a beautiful voice and be sexy. It's not allowed. Okay, so I gotta go higher. I have to be shredded and ginormous just so I don't pale in comparison to Dan is more than I already do. Chris Olin. Is there even going to be a con at this point? How many featured guests have canceled? How many people have pursued ticket refunds? P.S. Dan's Nerdarty intro is a work of art. Double fight milk. Unlocked. We are there, my friend. Chris Olin with a pink boy. Can we hit triple fight milk? We are now less than 500 away, and we've only been live for an hour. This might be a record-setting stream for the year. Chris Olin, I love you, dude. Yeah, I'm sure they'll still do their con. Yeah, because what it all boils down to is they're still just normal people that are not involved in this that just want to go and have a good time, and they should be allowed to. Right? They should be allowed to. Do I want it to fail out of petty reasons? Sure. Yeah, that's normal. But like, do I want to take away an opportunity for someone to go have fun? Nah, man. Nah, right? But they could go to the Southeast Game Exchange July 18th through the 20th in Greenville, South Carolina. See me. Thank you, Chris Olin, and thank you, Dan Bask. Appreciate you. How do you have it gone with a comedy guest? Well, they still have some guests. And one of the actual guests that is attending talked to me in DMs. And they told me that they were absolutely not okay with me being canceled. Okay. So I talked to one of the actual guests that is on the guest list. That they're still going and they're still on the guest list. And they were like, I am absolutely not okay with you going. Or sorry, I totally misspoke. They said, I am not okay with you getting canceled. I don't support cancel culture. I support free speech. This is absolutely bullshit. And they were like, but I have a lot of money, like riding on this specific convention. They've already spent an ass ton of money. And this is their job. Like, this is their life and their job. And I was like, no, dude, don't feel the need to have to cancel because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I told everybody that pulled out, do not feel obligated to pull out because I got canceled. I understand that this is how a lot of you guys make money, and I don't want you guys hurting yourself in any way, shape, or form for my dumb ass. Maybe tweet and support, but other than that, don't worry about it. But they all ended up pulling out anyway, except for the one guest I'm talking about, right? So, and more than that, I think I actually had 2 or 3 of the guests say they didn't like that I got canceled, right? So that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Chris Olin, again. I appreciate you, baby. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're almost to 500 already. Damn. But as you can see, the guest list for the juicy, delicious Southeast Game Exchange guest list is getting fat. Irakayas! The people that support you should bring posters with your face. It would be hilarious. I couldn't even imagine. I don't want anybody harassing anybody, but it's still pretty hilarious. Thank you, Irakayas. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. I love you. Oh, yeah, John Riggs. Also, yeah, John Riggs spoke out about it. So that's cool. Yeah, John Riggs talked about it on Twitter. Good dude. A very good dude. Thank you, Irakayas. I love you, dude. So that was really cool. As long as you are like, look, dude, I support you. That was not okay. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, rock on. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. But I digress, as per usual. Where am I? Why did I close that window? God, I'm stupid. Let's pull this up. My nose. All right. So if you go to this website, which is a beautiful website, I'm popping my jaw for everybody in the chat. Love you, Rain. Appreciate you, April Rain. Thank you, Hammer Thor. I appreciate you for being here, buddy. Yeah, Rob Medina, I agree with that. All right. Where's the tab at? Here it is. So if you go to this website right here, it's called the Southeast Game Exchange. Now, during my first stream talking on the conference call thing, the owner of this convention reached out to me after the stream on the phone, inviting me to fly me out. And you can already see the damn packed ass guest list they have, boys. There is such a big vendor and guest list. It is looking slick as hell, boys. I mean, look at this. Look at this. They are gaining somebody every other day, more or some 2 or 3 people a day on the guest list. The other con is down to like 6 or 4 or some shit. And they used to have like 12. What were they thinking? But at any rate, you got all the people coming, bro. Gonna be delicious. Gonna be fun. You got my boy here. My boy, Retro Rick's coming. Love that dude. Phoenix Resell. I've seen him. Jake Randall. Love that man. Love that man. Smash JT will be there. Lazy Game Reviews, LGR. Love his channel. I don't know who. I don't know who a few of these people are, but that's okay. I've seen this dude before. I think in person somewhere. Bucks is here. RNG Gamer. DG 2009. And my dumbass. Look at me. I'm right here. Finally, I have been uncanceled. And now I'm here. Look at me. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing, guys? Unbelievable. We did it. We survived the canceling to bigger heights. Hell to the yeah, boys. Boom, confetti. Right there. We're doing it. I love our dumbass streamer. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. I appreciate all the love. I really do. But that's not all. So there was another statement about me. LGR got me back into collecting big... Dude, Dan, I used to watch him build old-ass PCs for hours and then run Doom and shit on them. I love that shit. I loved it. I used to watch LGR all the time. All the time. Something about his voice, too. Very smooth. It's a very smooth voice. So, that being said, guys, make sure you buy tickets to this. If you got to drive a couple hours, support your boy, support the Southeast Game Exchange. Come see your boy. I'll give you some free shit. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun, man. So, anyways. But there was another statement about me. So there is a cosplayer named Riley Rue. Now, I saw this statement, but I think she deleted it. But I'm pretty sure it's still... I think she just deleted it after like a couple hours just so people would understand. But she put out a statement. And I didn't take a screenshot of it because I'm a dumbass. But I can remember the statement. So the statement said that she will no longer be attending the Game and Geek Expo. And she had nothing to do with the removal of Camelot 331, but she also doesn't want to be affiliated with the Game and Geek Expo, nor does she want to be affiliated with Camelot 331. Now, I don't know why she don't want to be affiliated with my ass. I don't know who she is. Okay. All right. But maybe I can understand why she won't want to be affiliated with the Game and Geek Expo. Right? Now, that's something very interesting to think about. I don't want to be affiliated with the Game and Geek Expo. Why? Why? There's something going on behind the scenes. Right? Because almost all the cosplayers on the guest list are gone now. I think all of them are, actually. There was Cheeky Cosplay. There was Cosplay Realtor. There was Riley Rue. Who else has pulled out of this convention? And it's probably because all the blame went on to them, and they probably didn't even know what the hell was going on. I'm sure, and this goes back to what I was saying, it was one or two people. Right? Was it the cosplayers? That's what we covered, because that's what I was told. It was the cosplayers. But all the cosplayers are coming out saying they had nothing to do with it. Madison came out and said she had nothing to do with it. The event director. The president said he had nothing to do with it. The president himself. And I know the talent coordinator didn't, because I'm friends with the talent coordinator. So who was it? Who was it? Didn't that Riley chick try to cancel quartering? I have no idea. Long last name says it was the owner's wife. Explain why you think that. Because, I mean, that's entirely possible. I just don't know. I don't even know at all, right? All shifting blame, wooden monkey. It was Cecil. That's some move. It was nobody, Zachary. It was just an act of God. It happens. It happens. And also, another act of God. We're 450 away from triple fight milk. For the first time in forever. Definitely the first time this year. Trump. And that makes more sense than anything else. You know? Secret Castle Toys and Games. Hell yeah. Why my name green? Shit, I don't know. Real Life Fake Wizard said, see you at the Southeast Game Exchange. I just got confirmation I'll be a guest too. Hey! Hell yeah, dude. Rock on. Where you at? Come here. Real Life Fake Wizard. Well, I look forward to seeing you, dude. I look forward to seeing you. I'm trying to get as many people to come as possible. Rake and Knight might be there. You got to come support the cons that support creators that are getting canceled. You know? The owner is the one who brought it up. I've worked many conventions. The owner controls what happens. That's what I'm thinking, long last name. You know? Might need to go to this con after Dover. Killer guest list. Yeah, John. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Kind of Shady said, when he said he could lose his home, he laughed and said, not really, but you know what I mean. Could have meant his home. So she may have been part of it. I see what you're saying. Thank you, Soul. I appreciate you. It wasn't me, the same two assholes, that when something happens in the house and I didn't do it, my wife didn't do it, and our kids say they didn't do it. No one did it. Might rake a night when my surgery is and how I recover. How about you just schedule the surgery after raking? Just be in a cast forever. Come on, raking. Stop being selfish. It's a joke. It's a joke. MA says, when my mom sent me your tweet about it when it first happened, asking my thoughts on it, I said it was probably people who were never planning on going in the first place. That is the most likely scenario, MA. That is the most likely scenario. Yep. Most likely the scenario. Rob Benina says, I'm the cosplay and the booty shorts. So on one of the days, I'm at the Southeast Game Exchange, and I want to go ahead and apologize to Austin before it even happens. I will be in overalls that are cut off into booty shorts. So I'm just letting you guys know right away. Right away. I will be in overalls that are booty shorts. So just get ready, everybody. I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be pretty funny. I'm excited. Very excited about that. I already bought them. I tried them on. They look really slick. I look real sexy. Very excited. You clown on me for wearing booty shorts. Let's see how it is. Yeah, but I'm buff, Ginger. I'm buff, Ginger, and you're like a skinny dude. So it's weird when you do it. But when I do it, it's funny because it's like a parody. You know? You are a cougar tamer, Rob Jackson. That is true. Although the cougars are very intimidated by me. I'm like, what's up, girl? And they're like, oh, and they're too afraid. I don't know. I'm like, what? They're like, you're so young. And I'm like, and I'm full of life and anger. Let's Yes, Kenneth, I did. Sure did. Torturous interference with business relationships is a real thing. It looks to me like it's more than that, more than just defamation. Yeah, cacophonous. Yep. I've already talked about that with a lawyer. Full of spunk. Is it true that it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll? Yes. Can't have the Hank-Hill ass. I do kind of have a Hank-Hill ass, but it's bigger than most asses. It's just not like super huge. I ain't got the genetics for the asses, guys. I'm sorry. But I do look ridiculous in the upper body area. So it's kind of hilarious looking. You're felted, Art. Oh, you've been felted. I think we're seeing Asmon's dream of getting canceled from surviving it to profiting from it. Yep. That's the only way you can go, is turning something around for your benefit. Right? And I'm just very surprised any of this happened. And I'm going to be completely transparent with y'all. I am very surprised any of this turned out the way it did. I was shocked. Very shocked, actually. When I woke up at 9 a.m. on a Sunday and I saw that damn email, I was shocked. I was like, damn, this is just not a smart move. You know what else is not a smart move? Not liking the stream. We're 130 away from 500 like the stream. Like it now, please. Love you, Sonia. I appreciate you. I got a feeling it's insurance fraud. He wants to get out of the business that he no longer enjoys. I mean, it's their first con, right? So I mean, why would you do it in your first con? He doesn't even know if he doesn't enjoy it yet. You know? I don't know. It's very, very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting. Also very interesting. I'm going to cover this again before we move on to the next point. I have been offered to race my first race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is that's the peak for me. That'll be the top. So if you guys are interested in getting involved, like maybe you're part of a small business or a large business, or you work somewhere in marketing or something for a business, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, and or Twitter, preferably Twitter, or email is fine too. And you can find out what you can do to get involved, and we'll go race some Xfinity racing. Plus, it'll be involved in my truck racing as well. So we're going to combine all of it. Thank you, Jackie the Deer Bleep. Appreciate you. Oh my God, Ray and I don't even want to talk about that person right now. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Francisco? What were they thinking? It's very shocking to me what they were thinking. Nothing, probably. So, Rob says, when you in Florida? If I race in Miami, I'll be in Florida then. I don't know for sure. And when I race at Daytona, I'll be in Florida. So those are the times I go to Florida, is if I'm racing. Francisco Jace. All right. Did you see her tweet about how she loves frat guys? Yeah, dude. I bet she does, though, for sure. Let's be real. She probably does. You know? The dash con cam scam? What are you talking about, Vega? Explain. Elaborate more, please. Elaborate, my friend. And while you elaborate, reminder that we are $4.50 from Triple Fight Milk. Let me hit up a few of these boys real quick. I love you. Marion Halsman, thank you so much. Billy Hatcher, I love you. Irakias, I love you. Marion, again, with another 2 Juicy Booch, $100 super chats. That's insane, by the way. Never expected the Juicy Booch to lay it on me like that. Marion, again, just going all out for your boy. Chris Olin as well. Dan Vask with all the gifted memberships. I appreciate all you guys so much. And, of course, everybody else that's involved. I love you. I agree, KY. I agree. They made Rose Tyler the new Doctor. Yeah, dude. Well, that's just a dying gasp. The reason they made Billie Piper the Doctor is A, it's probably getting canceled, so it's like almost like she's the last Doctor who never was. Or B, they're doing it to destroy the last good memory we have of Doctor Who. They can't get Christopher Eccleston to destroy, right? So now they got to destroy Billie Piper because that's all that's left. Billie Piper and Christopher Eccleston are all that's left that we have any respect for. So might as well destroy one of them, you know? How many episodes will take place during the civil rights movement in America? Like, come on, dude. It's like an alien that has access to all the universe, and it's always like half the episodes are during some kind of racial movement or something. I'm like, they're in America or the UK. Like, dude, stop. Stop. All right. Rowdy Mystic with a $20 super chat. Rowdy Mystic, thank you, baby. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. I love you. Last good Doctor was Capaldi. There were some good Capaldi episodes for sure. We'll always have Tom Baker. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm speaking mainly of the reboot. Well, I mean, Matt Smith has made small appearances, hasn't he? Or am I wrong? Because I know David Tennant came back several times to make small appearances. But I stopped watching after Matt Smith for sure. Because Matt Smith had charm. David Tennant was the best easily, and then Christopher Eccleston was very weirdly nostalgic and awesome. Even at the time, it was like really cool and nostalgic. So they had a really good run with Christopher Eccleston, Tennant, and Matt Smith. It was like a perfect run. Like that it was like what, 9 seasons? Perfect. Did a great job. Thank you, Rowdy Mystic. Who quit? Carlos Morales. Tons of cosplayers have quit the convention. So apparently not even adhering to their demands did anything for anybody. Very silly. Very, very silly on their part. It happens, though. And all they had to do was not pick a side. Hey, Sean, beer run successful. Hell yeah, dude. You streaming after this, Sean? You playing some of the Vampire Survivors? Bro, I went to a birthday party the other day, and they were talking about Vampire Survivors. And I was like, is this game like this popular? It's like a little sprite game. Just like a little goofy sprite game. And I was like, God, I can't believe this game's so popular. It's funny. Just Genetic Spore in the chat says, just like when the gaming industry bent the knee to the woke bullshit and they ended up not showing up to support those woke games anyway. That's the truth, man. Look, There is nothing wrong with believing whatever you would like to believe. We got to preface this with that. But adhering to people that are usually not even gamers and they don't even buy the video games, and then alienating your entire audience as a result is the craziest business decision that all of these people make. Right? They'll like claim that, we're going to do this with this character because we're going to cover Laura Croft up because these people on staff or these fans, quote unquote fans, think it's objectifying that she has giant titties. And then guess what? The people that think it's objectifying don't buy the game anyway. So you're losing both audiences, one of them of which you never had in the first place. It's the craziest shit that they do. I'll never understand it. Yeah, Rob, exactly. I mean, that's why so many movies and so many TV shows are failing. Because when people point it out, they just double down. Doctor Who is a great example of that. People are like, bro, this sucks. Please stop. And they're like, no, we're going to double down and do it even harder. And then they make statements. Like the actual people that are writing for TV shows and movies and directing, they'll actually make statements that they intentionally are trying to piss off white dudes for some reason. And I'm like, what? I got to put this out there. I don't watch Doctor Who. But like, why would you want to piss off people in any shape or form? It shouldn't your entire like focus be to make a good narrative project? How is that not your entire focus? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't your entire focus be make the best product you can make? But they don't even care about that. They literally say they make specific choices in TV shows to piss people off. We can't wait to see what they do on Twitter. We can't wait to see all the chuds be angry. And I'm like, that should not be what you make decisions based off of. It should be on if it's a good project or not. Right? Eric did that with the Boys season 4. Well, that's what the director of Joker 2 did. Right? The writer, the creator. He said that he was really annoyed that people liked the first Joker movie because they liked Arthur Peck. They like sympathized for him. And he was like, I didn't like the fact that people they sympathized with Arthur Peck's struggle of mental health and shit. So we're going to make the second movie intentionally terrible. And he's awful. And then he gets raped at the end for no reason. And then quits being the Joker. We're going to destroy the character to piss off the chuds. Like, what is wrong with these people? Just make a good narrative decision. Arthur Fleck, what'd I say? Arthur Peck? Same thing, bro. Come on. Come on. The budget went to Lady Gaga. What a crazy decision. Piano says Joker 2, I actually believe he didn't want to make it, so he did all those things to piss off people deliberately so they wouldn't make him make a Joker 3. That's you could be right about that, yeah. Isn't it one of the lowest rated movies ever? Yes. It also bombed at the box office, as to be expected. Yeah, Jefferson C. Well, we're in this very, very weird, and I thought the days were kind of getting better, but judging from like even my most recent cancellation, this stuff is still lingering around. This stuff, people are petty enough that they want to just piss people off, and they will risk ruining their entire companies or organizations just to do so. It's very interesting shit. Fat Tony says I might be autistic. Hey man, it's all good, baby. It's like Disney Star Wars. I don't even want to talk about Disney Star Wars. I'll get freaking pissed. Granted, I did not go forward with it anymore. I'm not that kind of guy. If I decide that I'm done with something, I'm done with it forever. So I did not watch anything past The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was so bad that I was like, yep, never watching another Star Wars production ever again. And I didn't. That was the end of it for me. It was so bad. I remember laughing at the end of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. When spoiler alert, when Luke just dies randomly out of nowhere, I was like, yeah, I laughed. I audibly laughed in the theater when he died. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. He's just dying. What did he die from? Cringe? What killed him? He had to use the Force so hard that he just dies. Okay. Just get out of here with that bullshit. I did watch the scene in Obi-Wan where he like crosses paths with Vader, because I just had to see him on screen with Hayden Christensen. Like I had to see Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen on screen together. So I watched that on YouTube. So there was that, because I had to see that, and it was pretty awesome. So. Where he says, you didn't kill Anakin, I did. Oh my God. So I was like, this is great. This whole show could have just been this shit. But no, they're like, we got to call it Obi-Wan, but make the main character this random lady. The fuck were they thinking? Hypnotic, Bambotic, Mythotic, Africa, Bambata. What's up, Hypnotic? How you doing, buddy? My mom, who is the Star Wars and fantasy fan, stopped watching Star Wars after Last Jedi because it felt weird. Yep, it did. It feels like you're watching like fan fiction after everything. I mean, even the Force Awakens was it was a jumping off point, right? The Force Awakens was a jumping off point. It wasn't great, but you could have made a franchise out of it. Make Finn a Jedi. Fallen Stormtrooper turned Jedi. Please don't make him comedic relief. Make him a Jedi. Make Snoke like this evil old ass fucking villain. Like Plagueis or some shit. Do something. Cool. And they're like, nah, we're going to not do any of that. Finn is just going to be comic relief, because white people, especially white people that are overtly woke in Hollywood, they don't know how to write black characters unless they're comedic relief, which is ass backwards from what you would think, right? They're like, we're just going to make him comedic relief instead of making him a badass Jedi. I was pretty sad about that. I was so hoping Finn was going to be this badass Jedi, and they didn't make him a Jedi. And then for some reason, John Boyega goes out on Twitter and says all the Star Wars fans are racist. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? Dude! The fans did not write your movies. Abrams and freaking Rian Johnson did. God. You goober? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, the moment Kylo Ren took off his helmet was over. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, James, you were right about that. How about what about how cool Mace Windu was? Yeah, Mace Windu was like everybody's favorite back in the day. He was like the stoic, smart, super powerful badass. Everybody loved him. Why can't we have Mace Windus anymore? Or Orlando Calrissians, right? There's a lot of great characters out there. No, we're just gonna make him funny for no reason. It's very sad. I played SWG till it ended. The new Star Wars ruined all the cool Jedi. Yep. They need a Mace Windu movie. I never watched The Mandalorian at all, no matter how many people liked the show. I watched the first season because so many people liked it. Because it really didn't have anything to do with Star Wars, kind of. And I kind of liked it. And then it went off the rails immediately after that. And I didn't watch it after that. Having like a hyper CG Luke was so silly. Just cast that one dude that looks just like him. I agree, Spotter John. I agree. Yeah, there should be a Mace Windu movie. Samuel L. Jackson, he like survived the fall from the tower and like went off and became nomadic because he saw the fall of the Jedi. And it's just Samuel L. Jackson, but old. But also, let's just have Samuel L. Jackson write it for shits and giggles. Fuck it. Make it based. I feel like he'd do a better job. Gina was good in it. Yep, Gina was good. I like Gina Carano. I was worried I wouldn't, and then I did. So you might enjoy Shatterpoint. If I had to be in Star Wars, I would call myself Darth Edgelord. Yeah, I agree, Joe 24 ever. Although people are very, very they're Ray is growing on a lot of people because Daisy Ridley put out pictures of her ass cheeks the other day. And now everybody's like, I love Daisy Ridley because her ass is fat. And I'm like, I agree. I agree, Dan Bask. I agree. When the end when they killed his ass off for no reason. Also really stupid. Yeah, they put Daisy Ridley she put a picture of her ass cheeks online and everybody's like, Daisy Ridley is based. And I'm told, yeah, look, dude, the way you bring back Star Wars, and this is from a dumb redneck guy, okay? Daisy Ridley comes back, and she's Rey, but none of the other stuff happened. It was just a dream. Like, she wakes up in a bed, and she's like, wow, that was a bad dream. And then she's just in a thong the whole movie. And she has a lightsaber. $1 billion at the box office, by the way. And I am not being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. How much do you want to bet? And I know this is like, seems misogynist because ass cheeks are evil, I guess. But I'm just saying, from an actual like money standpoint, if she just came out and she's had like a bikini on the whole movie with a lightsaber, yeah, it's gonna make $1 billion at the box office. People will go see it out of spite just because the ass cheeks. You know, somehow my ass cheeks returned. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. I'll pull it up. Hold on. Let's find that Daisy Ridley post. I agree. Tick, tick, boom. I'm sure Rose Tico would have been fine too. Daisy Ridley. Let's see if it's the first thing that pops up. Yep, look at that. Look at that. First thing. There it is. Daisy Ridley's Women's Health Magazine shots. It's just her ass cheeks. And everybody was like, never mind, I love Daisy Ridley now. Because she put her ass cheeks out there. And that's totally cool. I support cheeks all day. And to act like people don't is insane. Even women would want to see it. Women also love beautiful women. Very common misconception. Men love beautiful women, but women also love beautiful men. Everybody loves beautiful people. Right? This is how it is. The revenge of the cheeks. That's funny. Could be thicker. Sean, shut your mouth. Can we not just take what we can get, Sean? Can I just not have something? We got to take what we can get at this point in life, Sean. Come on. Could be thick. I thought Rey was a stupid character. Well, I did too because she was just powerful out of the get-go for no reason. You know? Like, she didn't even train. She just was a badass. She used the robot for 2 seconds, and then she was able to beat Kylo's ass. Who has been training since he was a little kid. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, art's fun. Well, the issue with Rey is the fact that she had no character arc. She was just badass and smart the whole movie, all 3 movies. Instead of like being flawed, like you need a character has to have flaws, and these inherent flaws need to lead to character development. You know, but for some reason they've taken that out of movies. For some reason, the only people that have flaws are the already evil people, and then their flaws just get them killed, and then it's over. It's weird. Hell yeah. Her flaw she was unlikable. But then she never got likable. The final scene of the final film where she's like, it's like, what is your name? And she's like, Rey Skywalker. God. You can just hear the audible gasp and audible sighs in the theater. Boo. Boo. I would love to see the replay value for those movies. I would love to see Disney Plus's analytics on how many people rewatch those films. I bet it's staggering. 8 total. Imagine if she had said Ray Palpatine. That'd have been funny. Might as well. It would be funny though if she just became an Ultra Sith. That could have worked too. And then Finn had to fight her at the very end. Could you imagine? Right? Because Luke in the original trilogy starts off as a good dude, and then he ends being the ultimate good dude and being tempted. It would be so awesome if Rey in like the second film turned just super Sith, and then Finn had to become the Jedi and like fight her at the very end of the last movie. That'd have been great. But they're like, nah, bro. Nah, everybody's good. No one is bad. You know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just Ray. Would have hit a lot better. Yeah. I wore out my Empire Strikes VHS. Yeah, same. We all did. We were all there. We were all there, man. I want Keanu Reeves to play Darth Raven. Yeah, dude. I know we're just talking about bullshit now. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. We have 700 people, and I'm just talking about Star Wars. I apologize, guys. This tends to happen sometimes. We did talk about stuff for almost 2 hours, but I got caught up in the sauce. The sauce, I tell you. Sadly, they don't hire good writers, so they wouldn't have thought of doing that. Yep. Yeah, genetic spore. None of it makes sense. YouTube said, so who got banned for what? Oh, well, I got canceled from a convention. And then I posted that I got canceled from the convention, and then it was trending. And that was 6 days ago, and there's still fallout every day from it, you know? So, it's just how it is. This is how it is, man. Chadwick says, what was messed up on your last truck race? Just the team made a pretty catastrophic mistake that just made it to where we were basically just riding around, you know? It sucks. It happens, I guess. They were writing Disney Star Wars movies while filming. Yep, 100%. Yep. They were writing the movies as they filmed scenes for the movies. They never had a plan for it. They were trying to bank on as much money as possible, as quick as possible. And in turn, they destroyed the entire franchise forever. And they keep making shows that are terrible. Like making the Obi-Wan show, which could have easily been the most viewed thing of all time. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show could have been the most viewed thing ever in Star Wars history. But they're like, you know what? We're going to call it Obi-Wan, but he's actually not even the main character, and he's pathetic, by the way. And also, the main character is this random Sith lady named Reva or whatever. And I was like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? God, it's unbelievable. Where can I watch your races? Hunter Liu. Fox Sports 1. They come on Fox Sports 1 on weekends. And then there's full race replays on YouTube, of course, posted by the NASCAR page. Yeah, you could add Maul come back, Rob Jackson. There's so much you could have done. Sean says never cared for the franchise. When I watched The Last Jedi, I had to ask myself that. You know, I had to ask myself if I was ever even a fan of Star Wars. Like, The Last Jedi had gaslit me into thinking that I might have never even liked this to begin with. Pretty scary shit. Clickbait memes. Have you heard of Metazu? I have not, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Metazu. What the hell's a Metazu, my friend? What you be speaking of, my friend? Metazu, he says. Let's look. Metazu. You better not get me banned for searching stuff, dude. I'm scared. I don't see anything. I don't know what that is. Cryptids. I don't know what this means. I'm scared. Josh says, you're in a Celsius commercial they run during races. Yes, I am. I was paid not a dime. It's a trading card game. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hell, I don't know things. Jeez. You think I'm just up on the memes, bro? Yes, Keith. Yeah, I agree, Junebug. 100%. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, on second thought, let's just go to Camelot. Let's not go to Camelot. It's a rather silly place. Whew, I'm worn out, guys. So, by the way, I will be racing at Pocono in 3 weeks in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Don't miss it. I will be at the Southeast Game Exchange July 18th through the 20th. Don't miss that. Please support that convention for supporting me in my time of need. Don't forget, I also have merch that I just released. Please go support your boy because this is the merch that I actually had exclusively for the Game and Geek Expo. But when they canceled me, I was stuck with it. So please go get that so I can make my money back on it. Shameless self pump. Thank you. Celsius is good compared to Monster. I've tried a lot of Celsius, but nothing can beat my White Monster love. Yeah, Gohan. Well, it's the people they have in power. Love you, Piano. Appreciate you. The people they have in power at every single company like this, their entire existence is to destroy the company. And you can't tell me any other way or shape or form, right? You can't convince me otherwise of anything else. In my opinion, all these companies that have all these departments that make all these terrible decisions, it's almost as if they're there and these companies are subsidized by shadow companies that are intentionally trying to destroy competitors, in my opinion. So I won't go broke. Thank you, Lord Frieza. Appreciate you. Runner X says, didn't you share the phone call with the guy who canceled you the other day who was to figure out? So there's been more development since. So the cosplayers allegedly were who were complaining about me, right? Well, now all the cosplayers have announced that they are not going to the convention because they don't want to be associated with the convention anymore. So was it even the cosplayers? A lot of the cosplayers are coming out making statements saying they had nothing to do with this. So who was it? Everybody's pointing fingers at other people. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. We read off all the statements. We read off all the comments from all these people that are turning tail from the expo. Even the one that allegedly complained about you. Yep. Unlike law student, even them. I have the statement right here. This is Cheeky Cosplay's statement from the one of the subjects of my last stream. And also the other subject of my last stream, Madison, claims that she had nothing to do with it either. It says, hi, folks. I had nothing to do with the bookings or cancellations of guests for Game and Geek Expo. I have also not shared any opinions on any guests for that event outside of cosplay. And Cheeky also claimed that she, through another statement, that she was not going to the convention. Spider King, sorry you got canceled from the expo. Are they giving you a second chance at all? No. I mean, I wouldn't go regardless. But I'm going to the Southeast Game Exchange in July because they invited me after they heard about this. So that's where I'm going to go. Thank you, Spider King. You should save the con next year. How would I do that? How the hell would I do that? Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning on. Gohan, same thing. You know, I mean, if everybody's claiming that it's not them, it's probably everybody, right? It's either everybody or nobody. Who is it? You know. Press X to doubt. Love you, Sean. I'll see you soon. Someone did a video that you saw today. Are you talking about my video? Rob Jackson says Cody White monsters were made for chicks. Well, that's probably why I love it so much. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, Steve G, isn't it wild? All right, let's see. Where is it? Let's go to recent. That's for damn sure, Skytex. I do. I'm a big fan, Skytex. I'm a big fan. Yeah, you probably saw my video because I don't see another one. Yeah, Mog, I agree. I agree. Thank you, Rain Nation. I appreciate you for hanging out for 2 hours. We've been live for 2 hours. We covered every damn thing under the sun. And there's always going to be more, man. There's always going to be more. I just hope somebody, I have an open invitation for any of these cosplayers that may know the inside scoop to come on and talk about it. They don't have to believe what I believe randomly in my personal life. I don't care about any of that. The Outer Banks. Hell yeah, dude. I've been there. Thank you, Death Clock. I hope you'll be there. I hope all of you will go to Siege and see my ass. 30 likes from 500, by the way. We are approaching Fight Milk time very slowly. We are 450 from, or well, 430 from triple Fight Milk. Very interesting stuff. You were cut by Doge. Damn, they got my ass. They got my ass. They're wasting too much money that they had already spent. Let's see. Where's my boy at? I don't see my boy. There's my boy. Brotherly bro, what's up, buddy? How you doing? It's your Rob Jackson making AI. I don't know how to do AI videos. Every time I try to join an AI video app, like even try to pay for it, it's like we're not taking applications for videos right now. I'm like, what does that mean? What's up, Chris? How you doing, dude? Where the hell you been, son? Is that McAnal Man? Hold on. That's not McAnal Man, is it? I agree, James. But if I was a betting man, I would probably bet that they are going to try to avoid everything here on out, which makes sense. Probably what I'd do. Granted, I would have never got to this point. So I agree with the gore thing, Rob Jackson. Although I do like a lot of Death Clock music. Especially early on stuff. Gore, though, I don't think I like any gore music at all. Gore. It's Sandman. Why is my... Oh, Sandman. Wait, I said McAnal Man. Sorry. Yeah, Ragnar. Isn't that silly? That's so silly. We talked about that earlier. It says, I love how they said you're not canceled from the con. We just decided to remove you from the guest list, meaning you can come and spend money at our con, but we won't associate with you. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to go to a con where they hate me. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. It's like, no, thanks. I don't think I'm going to go where I'm not wanted, obviously. No one wants to go where they're not wanted. Hell, every single person involved don't even want to go to anything because they don't feel safe because I may be there. I know for a fact you don't like my ass, so why would I go? No one wants to go anywhere where they feel unwanted. The only difference is I was the only one that was made to feel unwanted at all. I was told every single day that there was people that were complaining about me. I'm a normal ass dude, bro. I was the only one unwanted. Sorry. It's like Kirsha and Offcut. Yeah. How you doing, Katajaika? Cat Jaikaisa. Jakaisa. Nah, Kitty Phillips, I can't do all that. I can't take like a weekend off to go to a convention. You know, I have to do racing stuff. Because if I'm not doing stuff like that, I have to race, you know. Hell yeah, Death Clock. Yeah, Rob Jackson. I know all about that crazy shit. I know all about that crazy shit. All right, I got to go get some milk and eggs, boys. We're going to do double fight milk. Are you guys excited? Because I'm not. Because I know how it's going to make me feel like garbage. Double fight milk. Yay. Be careful saying that Fox name or she'll do another stream. She's talking to you. Nah, she's good. She's cool. Kirsha did a stream recently defending me, which was really, really cool. So I have nothing but respect. And I'm sure she still doesn't like me. That's totally fine. I have nothing but respect. Oh my God, Art the Clown. All right, I gotta go get some eggs and milk, boys. Yeah, MA, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. Not looking forward to it, but we got to do it. And then we're going to raid Sean playing Vampire Survivor on his phone in landscape. I love it. I love Sean's streams because you can see him in the reflection of the TV, and there's something so funny about it. I don't know why. All right, 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab some fight milk. We're doing double fight milk today for the first time in forever. And then we're going to do, we're going to do Naked Snake. So before we do that, let me pull up, I'll pull up this video while I go do it. I don't have to pee, which is good, so it'll be quick. But I'll play this for 2 seconds, and I'm going to go get my fight milk, and we're going to do Naked Snake. So 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. Here we go.
Hey, you're finally woke. You were trying to hop the border, right? Gridded right into that Imperial Mog, same as us. And that beta over there.
Phantom, you stormcucks. Skibidi was fine until you rizzed along. Simpire was chill AF. If you weren't maulding, I could have copped that whip and been halfway to Gunnerfell. You there, you and me. We shouldn't be here for real on gods. It's these stormcucks the Simpire wants.
We're all gooners and stepsisters and binds now, Rizzler.
Quit yapping back there.
And what's got bro down?
Check your vibes. You're yapping at Ulfric Stormcuck, the true Short King.
Ulfric? The Sigma of Windhelm? You're the leader of the Rizbellion, but if they've copped you? On gods, where are they thug-shaking us?
I don't know. But Kaisinath awaits.
No, this is Cap. This must be Cap.
Hey, what goon cave are you from, Beta?
Why you doxing me, Chud?
A Rizzler's last thoughts. Should be of Ohio.
Redditstead. I'm from Redditstead.
General Tullius, sir. The throat goat is waiting.
Based. Let's get this ratioed.
Shapiro, Peterson, Jones, Tate, Adolf. Chuds, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military gooner. And it looks like the Thoughtmore are with him. Sussy elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
All right, boys. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, so oh, I love it. I love that video, man. I love that video. All right, so here we go. Time for some naked snake, some fight milk, all mixed into one goulash. Sussy elves. All right. The amateur says I was arrested at the Canadian border in Washington and dated the arresting officer. What the hell are you talking about right now? What the hell are you talking about? Thank you, amateur. Appreciate you. 13 likes to 500. Let's do some naked snake for the boys, and then we're going to do fight milk for the double fight milk. Today in the fight milk, we are going to be using Mossy Horn blended whiskey. One of my sponsors in NASCAR. Great people. Fantastic people. Best whiskey It's love, it's life. That's what we're going to use today. All right. What's the backstory on Naked Snake Death on the Road? On one of my first streams ever in 2019, somebody was like, hey, if you make $500, you should take your shirt off. I think somebody suggested it. It might have been Aaron Golden. I don't remember their name. I think it was Aaron Golden. And was like, you should take your shirt off. So I took my shirt off and put a bandana on, and then I sung the song, and that's what I've been doing for 6 years. So, and this is the 459th Naked Snake in a row, by the way. All right, here we go. It's time for Naked Snake. Are y'all ready? It's that time again, boys. One more time, boys. $459 in a row.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
Oh my God.
What a thrill. I'm searching, I'm melting to you.
Here we go. One more time, boys. Donna.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Snake Eater Helena in my time. April, there be nobody else. Ashley crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater, Mixstellar.
Someday you'll go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my gosh, can you believe it, boys? I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Yeah. In my time, nobody else. Hell yeah, Art. Here we go. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. Barracuda. I'm still in a dream. Snake Eater. 459 in a row, boys. Can you believe it? Hot diggity damn. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. It is now time to do double fight milk, boys. This water looks gross, though, so let's pour that out. There we go. All right. I found an old glass. So we're going to do double fight milk, boys. Double fight milk. I need all the love in the chat going crazy as hell because we're about to do some gross shit, and I hope you guys are excited for this gross shit. So here we go. Let me grab my eggs. So we have fresh, delicious eggies. So let's start cracking these bitches wide open. And let's get the hell on it, diggy doggone it. Here we go. Number one. Down the hatch, boys. There's your first one. Number 2, down the hatch. There's your second. Ooh. Stop being slimy, boy. Number 3. There's your third. Here we go. These eggs are not cheap. They were only like $1.49 or something. Number 4. Here we go. There's our eggs. If I can get the slime to stop sliming. All right, come on. There's our 4 eggs right there. 4 delicious eggs. Now we must add the next ingredient. The triple filtered, delicious Fairlife whole milk. Love it. I love it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Put some milk in there for the boys. There's our Fairlife milk. And for the final ingredient, today we are using the world famous Mossy Horn blended whiskey. Today's special. Double fight milk. I appreciate you guys so much. Big shout out to all the super chats tonight. You guys are insane in the membrane. I appreciate you guys. All right. Is that one smooth? Well, I hope so. I haven't tried this one yet. All right. Okay. God, Jesus. 2 shots is all I want to do. All right. Here we go, boys. It's time for double fight milk. Exciting times. Exciting times in the chat today. Big shout out to Derek Huda, Mick Stellar, Ashley, all the people, and all the big super chats today that got us here, of course. Marion Hossman, Billy Hatcher, Irakias, Marion Holtzman, Juicy Boots for 2 fat, delicious bread boys, and Marion Holtzman again. And don't forget Chris Olin, and don't forget Dan Vask with 10 gift memberships. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys so much for getting us here as usual. Oh my God. Jason Lynch, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I love you guys, and I appreciate you. It is time for some naked fight milk double style. Make sure you hit like and get hyped in the chat, because when we're going, boys, we don't need stomachs, because it's time. Here we go. You guys ready? It's been a while. I know it's been a while, but it's time. I have to hurry downstairs, take ibuprofen immediately. I know it's coming. I know it's coming, boys. Do you know it's coming? Because I know it's coming. One more time in the chat, boys. Get some hype up. Spam. Have a good time. Let's do this one more time. We're not stopping, boys. Here we go. Double fight milk, 4 eggs, 2 shots of whiskey, a big old fat glass of milk. I appreciate you guys so much for joining the show. Let's get the hell on it. Doggone it. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. 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 I tell you what, that's terrible. That was not fun. What happens next? I die. No, don't forget, guys, I'll be racing at Pocono in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 3 weeks. Don't miss that one. We may be filling in the gaps a little bit here and there. I'll also be racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series shortly. I'll be announcing that when we get that finalized. With the Truck Series, obviously, all that's been final. We've already raced Truck Series a lot this year. Don't miss that. Southeast Game Exchange, July 18th through the 20th. Don't miss that. And I'll be live again Monday. New video tomorrow. You guys know the drill. We're going to raid Sean, my boy Sean. You have to say cam raid in the chat. It is required. Cam raid in the chat. Do not miss it. It'll auto send you to Sean's channel. Give him some love. Subscribe to his channel. He came to my house last week and stayed for a whole week. It was a lot of fun. I'll see you guys over there. I love you and I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys Monday. Get the hell on it. Diggity dog on it. Hell yeah.